Scott is by far our most athletic player on our team. I mean, his ability to move his feet and keep himself in good position against some of the best attackmen in the state of New Jersey has been unbelievable. I mean, Scott's been an opportunity to be a starting defenseman for us since his sophomore year, and you know, he's a guy that coaches after games are asking me, who's that guy? And it's always Scott Cannon. He was a huge part of our defense. We gave up 5.85 goals a game in the Gibbs division. Against that type of competition, he's a major reason why. Scotty's been unbelievable. I mean, you can't teach size. Scotty's extremely athletic. He moves his feet very well for a guy of his size and stature. Extremely coachable kid, and you know, he's one of those players that you only have to tell him something once. He's very cerebral with the game, so if I talk to him about an adjustment, he's able to make that adjustment very easily and execute the game plan. You know, it's nice to have a left-handed defenseman. I mean, he puts a lot of pressure on the ball. You know, most guys carrying right-handed are coming into the strength of his checks, coming right into his hands. And, you know, the unique part about him is he's never scared to put the stick in his right hand as well. So he's extremely well-rounded, extremely versatile. So, you know, he's just a handful for attackmen to deal with. Defensively, you know, we'll run crease slide packages, adjacent slide, run zone, and Scott is one of the biggest vocal leaders we have. He's talking through some of our younger middies through their slide responsibilities, telling them to recover, you know, always communicating everything that he sees. He's like another coach on the field, so having that ability and being fortunate enough to have him come back next year as a senior, I mean, he's going to make the transition from graduating some players pretty seamless. I don't even think Scott has even come close to reaching his full potential. Every year that I work with him, he continues to get better and better. He has an extremely high lacrosse IQ, and I think part of that stems from in middle school he played midi, and understanding what offenses are trying to do against him has really just made it extremely difficult for them to achieve that now that he understands what's going on defensively. So the sky's the limit with Scotty. Every year he's getting better. I think he's one of those guys that next year he's going to hit his full stride and he's going to be a steal for a college coach. And he's challenged every single game. Again, some of the top attackmen that he covers game in and game out against the Gibbs divisions are going to play big-time Division I. He's never scared of that challenge, even as a young sophomore having an opportunity to play. I mean, he steps up his game. Whatever the challenge comes, he's ready to deliver. One of the unique skill sets that Scott has is he's able to put the ball on the ground without compromising his defensive position. A lot of young defensemen tend to, if they put the ball on the ground, they basically allow the guy to get past them and just try to throw that back check. Scott has an unbelievable ability with his size and his ranginess to be disciplined and play fundamentally sound, but also put pressure on attackmen's hands. So one of his best skill sets is just the fact that it's hard to be comfortable when you're playing against Scott. He's always got a stick on your hands, always giving you trouble. So it's one of those guys, a pain in the neck for an attackman to have to play against. You know, it's rare to find a kid who's as tall and as big as Scotty to be able to move his feet and stay in front of his matchups. I think it's tremendous to be a three-sport athlete and to play football and basketball. All of those skill sets, all the footwork is going to translate into the sport that you're currently playing. He excels at every single sport that he plays, and you can really see his passion in other sports and how that translates. Whatever he's engaged in that season, he's going full steam ahead. In addition to being a leader, he's extremely rangy. He understands what he needs to do in his one-on-one matchup. He never compromises his defensive position to try to put pressure on the ball, which is rare at this age. Like I said earlier, he's a one-time guy. You tell him to do something, make an adjustment, he's going to do it. Extremely coachable, and he just has a passion for the game. When he's out there, there's some guys on the high school, where they're not in there mentally engaged every single day. You never have to worry about Scott if he's going to bring his A game. He's always ready to go, always smiling, always having a good time, and he's very mentally strong. In defense and goalie, if you give up a goal, that sort of thing, sometimes that can frazzle you. That just gets Scott more motivated and more hungry, and I can tell you this year, he didn't give up too many goals, so he was amazing for us.
Now that I have your attention.
Scott Cannon is a great person. He's a great lacrosse player. He's got a tremendous future in athletics, whether it's football, basketball, or lacrosse. He's a kid that I don't think he's even scratched his potential. He's going to continue to develop and continue to push his game to the next level. Next year, he's going to hit his full stride, and he's going to be a steal for a college coach.